The development of martial arts in the East, compared to their relatively limited evolution in the West, can largely be attributed to differences in societal structures and conflict resolution systems. In medieval Europe, the rise of formalized legal systems and centralized judicial processes provided a framework for resolving disputes without resorting to personal combat. Courts emphasized negotiation, evidence, and authority rather than physical prowess, shifting the cultural focus away from martial traditions. While duels and feuds were initially part of Western culture, they gradually declined as centralized governments viewed such practices as threats to public order, promoting arbitration and legal remedies instead. In contrast, many Eastern societies where clan loyalty and personal honor were deeply rooted often required individuals to defend themselves or their communities, fostering the growth of martial arts. Additionally, Western martial training was largely confined to military contexts. Knights trained extensively, but their skills were tied to warfare rather than civilian self-defense. In the East, martial arts often developed among civilians, monks, or smaller warrior groups, embedding them into everyday culture and spirituality. The West's technological advancements, particularly the adoption of firearms, further reduced the need for hand-to-hand combat skills. Martial traditions in Europe, like fencing, transitioned into sports or military techniques, while the East preserved martial arts as cultural heritage and practical self-defense against less advanced weaponry. Philosophical and religious differences also played a role. Eastern philosophies like Taoism, Confucianism, and Zen Buddhism viewed martial arts as paths to personal growth and enlightenment, intertwining physical practice with spiritual discipline. Western Christianity, on the other hand, encouraged conflict resolution through dialogue and institutional authority, diminishing the cultural need for martial arts as a holistic practice. As Western societies became more urbanized and governed by civil authorities, personal combat became less necessary, and policing took precedence. This reduced the incentive to develop or sustain martial arts traditions beyond their military or ceremonial uses.